Well, hello and welcome to Challenge the Build. In today's video, slightly different format, I will be building and reviewing this carport from Ikuby. I want to thank Ikuby for reaching out and sending this to me. This is a very unique item. I'm going to call this like a clamshell portable garage slash like car cover. Everything comes nicely wrapped in plastic wrap, and each piece of pipework appears to be labeled BCL006, BCL005, and so on and so forth. This other box over here is labeled BCR 4, 4, 5, 6, all different numbers in there. So there is a left side and a right side. So I'm going to get this set up to where the left side pipework is on the left, the right side pipework is on the right. We have nice instructions. It should be pretty straightforward. So thanks again to Ikuby for sending me the carport. Hopefully it won't take but an hour or two to get this together once we get a system in place. I'm gonna go find the tools, and really there's only one thing left for me to say, and that is let's challenge the build. All right, so I'm a little bit more than halfway through on the assembly of the Ikuby carport, and they did send me the large carport, and I did look at the measurements, but you don't realize how big it is until after you start putting it together. Assembly is going very quickly. I think I'm a little less than, well, I guess if you count the time that it took me to get everything out, get everything inventoried, separated, and set up, I probably have a little bit more than an hour's worth of my time into assembly and setup so far. Following the instructions, everything is kind of laid out pretty cleanly and easily legible. The only thing that you have to pay attention to is when it comes to installing the main hoop, paying attention to the differences in the bars. There's really not too many differences. Everything is, for the most part, the same size, except for the two main hoops. The bars are all labeled as well. So far pretty easy. Like I said, I'm more than halfway through. I'm gonna finish putting the other main hoops up on the front, and then probably the hardest part of this whole thing is going to be doing the canopy. So as my neighbors pass by, they're all like, what the heck? Look, there he goes. What the heck is he building? I'm building an Ikuby carport, just what everybody needs. As you can see, my sun has gone and it's getting kind of cloudy. It's getting kind of chilly. I figured it would be a great time to put this together because tomorrow it is supposed to rain extremely heavily. So I figured what a great way to get it up and test it, and I can't get any more work done talking, so I'm going to put the camera down and get back to finishing the assembly. All right, well, the Ikuby carport is now completed. As I originally guessed, the canopy was probably the hardest part. I had my wife come out and give me a hand getting it situated. I will do kind of an overview of the construction and some of the things that I like and dislike about it in the daylight. I am now out of time, and tomorrow it's supposed to rain. All right, so it is the day after I built the Ikuby carport, and as you can hear, it is raining. Obviously, with no surprise, the canopy is doing its job as far as keeping the rain off of the car. There are two vent windows on either side. I have them open, so this way here, if it gets a little windy tonight, it has the pass-through, and hopefully this will still remain standing tomorrow morning. As far as securing it to the driveway, the hardware kit that they gave actually had some sleeve anchors in it. I did not use them for the time being. What I did was I got 14-inch, I actually had 14-inch lag bolts, half-inch lag bolts that I drove down as like spikes, because at some point my plan is to move this out into the backyard. So it's going to be kind of temporary. I did install the one locking pin up at the front. That is a necessity. And I have the rear locking mechanism for the back that I still have to install. I did not get a chance to do that yesterday. It is a pretty cool tent, carport, portable garage to be able to protect your vehicle if you don't have a garage. So that is kind of the report as of right now. Like I said, hopefully it will still be here in the morning. I don't see why it won't be. We are supposed to get pretty torrential downpours, so hopefully I will have a report for you in a day or so, and we'll go from there. Obviously, my big blue Suburban didn't fit. This will fit a mid-size sedan. And overall, I am very pleased with what it is and how it looks and how it went together. And that pretty much does it for me. And today, check back. We'll check back after the rain and in the daylight to give you a final overview of the Ikuby carport. So stay tuned. All right, so I've only had this Ikuby carport for a couple days. As you can see, it's a little chilly out this morning, and one of the reasons why I thought it would be a good idea to put this up and start using it is, if you take a look, the windows are starting to get frosty, and in the short time that I've had this up, we've had a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow, and a lot of wind. Unfortunately, I was able to capture a lot of the wind, but this thing is really, really cool. I'm getting ready to go to work here this morning, and I figured what I would do is show you kind of how I have the car situated in here. And like I said, it's going to be a time saver, because now I don't have to start the car up in the morning, let it warm up too long. Especially in the snow, I won't have to clean my cars off. So I'm gonna put the phone down, open this up, and then back the car out and give you a final overview of the Ikuby carport. And actually, before I pull the car out and while it's warming up, as you can see, there's no frost on it. So I'm ready to rock and roll. And this would be a great time to show you how I park in the carport. I park tight to the passenger side. So this way here, it gives me all the space I need to be able to open the door and get in and out of the car with ease. There's plenty of room to open the door, get in. And I also pull the car basically all the way up to the front, giving me more room in the back for exiting and closing the canopy. One thing that I did do in addition to how they have it assembled, all of the pipes use a pin style connection, a spring pin style connection. So when you clip it in, the pins pop out in the bars. And over here in the main hoop, what I was noticing is as I was collapsing the carport up, especially on the one side, it would add pressure to the one pin and this bar was popping up. So I took a sheet metal screw and put a sheet metal screw on both sides, allowing it to kind of be more solid and lock in. This way here, there's no issue of the bar popping up. And actually, I like that so much that I might do that on all of the main supports, giving it a little bit more security for like windy applications. I don't necessarily think it's needed, but once I did it here, I noticed how it locked in the bar, and you know, it's still temporary because you can remove the screws, and I think it just makes it a little bit more secure. So I probably will do that later on. Another thing that I think would be really cool, and I don't know if it could be done. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and close this up a second. It would be really, really small, and I don't know how feasible it would be for Ikuby to do this, but I could see like a zipper being installed in this area here. So this way here, you could unzip this and then sneak your body out of the canopy. So this way here, if there was snow on here like the other day, you could kind of unzip it, sneak in, get in here. And what I did yesterday is I tapped off the snow to clean it off. Because there's no other way to access inside the carport unless you open it up. So I'm going to reach out to Ikuby and let them know my idea on that to see if they can maybe implement that on future models. But I think it would really be beneficial to have a zipper to be able to get in and out. Other than that, this thing has sold itself to me in the last couple of days because of the snow and the rain and the frost, saving time on cleaning the cars off. You basically come in, start it up, warm it up, and you're off to the races. So really, really a cool design, very simple to put up, less than 2 hours. You will need help with the canopy. And if you're looking for a way to protect your vehicle, you figure, even though this is a cheap little beater runaround car, some of you are investing 30, 40, 50, 60, who knows, $100,000 in your cars, and you need a way to protect them. I think this offers a great way to do so in a convenient package. Also, I think there's a market for those. I think it kind of sounds funny, but for those of you who are classic car enthusiasts that have car collections, you figure you put this up in your garage or in your barn or wherever you store your cars, and it's a great way to protect your investment of a classic car, to keep all the dust and you know, even people from walking in and around the car when you're storing them. So I definitely think there's a market for that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this car out and wrap it up. Good morning again. Say that again?
Nice idea for the car.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Have a good day. Even the neighbors love it. I saw her yesterday morning walking by, said good morning to her, and she's like, nice idea for the car. And I said, I know, I love it. So that's going to wrap up the review on the Ikuby Carport. Hopefully I was able to help you answer some questions. And even with the installation of it, very easy. And that does it for me. All you have to do is get out there, go challenge to build. Buy yourself an Ikuby Carport. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in an upcoming review and/or video.